Good evening and welcome to Coach Mac's Playbook, the weekly podcast geared towards high school athletes who are looking to build themselves into the best possible athlete they can be. I'm your host, Coach Mac. I've coached football at the Division III level and I'm currently in my fourth season as a head high school coach in the state of Arizona. It's my 8th year coaching total, and I started this podcast to help young athletes find a competitive edge in the small things and to educate themselves about important topics that impact athletic performance. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking about something that can make or break your game, and it's simple: hydration. We'll cover dehydration, how much water is enough water, when you should be drinking it, and some easy hacks to help athletes who struggle to stay hydrated and don't necessarily like to drink water. Our big question we're going to answer, is it true that I only need to drink water once I'm thirsty? I hear that a lot from my high school athletes. Coach, I'm not thirsty. I don't need to drink water. But we'll look into that and answer that through today's episode. So let's start with the basics. Why does hydration even matter? Your body is made of 60% water. That means almost everything you do on the field, muscle contractions, focus, reaction time, cooling down, all depends on water. To be hydrated means that your body has enough fluids and electrolytes to function at its best. Without it, performance can take a hit. So what do you actually need to drink to stay hydrated? Most of the time, plain water does the trick. But when you're sweating, especially in hot conditions like here in the state of Arizona, your body also loses electrolytes like sodium and potassium. And that's where sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade can help, but only when you really need them. Now let's flip it. What happens when you're dehydrated? The signs are pretty easy to pick up on. You have a dry mouth, cotton mouth. You got headaches. You're feeling sluggish. Cramping is a big sign, and even struggling to focus during games or practice. Dehydration is usually caused by not replacing fluids that you lose through sweat. And here's a myth that we need to bust: waiting until you're thirsty to drink. By the time your brain tells you that you're thirsty, you're already behind. And remember, the main thing to help hydrate as an athlete is water. Alright, a lot of kids these days drink energy drinks and other caffeinated products, but the caffeine and sugar can actually make things worse and keep you from being hydrated. So how do you know when you need to hydrate it and be hydrated, and what can you do to stay hydrated? So before practice or games, you can drink 16 to 20 ounces of water 2 to 3 hours before, and then another 8 to 10 ounces about 20 minutes before you play. And this is super easy. Nowadays, a lot of the water bottles kids buy, shaker bottles, things like that, have measurements, help you measure the amount of water. During activity, you can sip every 10-15 minutes. Think about a half a water bottle each break. After, for every pound you lose in sweat, replace it with 16 to 14 ounces of fluid. So it's important to know your body weight and keep track of that, so that you can track how much water weight you lose after practice or games. Easy hydration hacks: always have a water bottle with you. Most schools these days, especially after COVID, have water bottle refillers. It's easy, walking through the hallway during school, take your water bottle, fill it up, and keep it on your desk during class. Do the pee test. If your pee is pale yellow, alright, or clear, then you're good. If it's dark, you need more water. Eating foods like oranges, grapes, fruits, alright, watermelon are great to help keep you hydrated. Alright, and make sure you're always drinking water. It's part of your daily routine, right? You can put a reminder on your phone. You can track on your phone, things like that. A big question we get from high school athletes: is it okay if I just drink Gatorade all day, or should I drink water? Alright, the answer is water. Gatorade is just to replenish those electrolytes you lose when you're sweating. Alright, you don't necessarily need to drink all those electrolytes all the time. Now I'd like to hear from you guys. How do you track your hydration and stay on schedule during the packed school day with practice, games, work, whatever else you have going on? How do you keep yourself on pace for that to stay hydrated? Does your school do a good job with having water bottle refillers or at least water fountains for you to drink? Um, and then a big question: do you prefer when you need those electrolytes replenished? Is your go-to Powerade or Gatorade? Drop your answers in the comments or hit me up on social media. All right, let's bring this episode to an end. Just remember, hydration is a small detail that can make a huge difference. All right, staying hydrated helps you perform your best, or recover faster, and then avoid cramps and fatigue. You want to have that competitive edge in the fourth quarter at the end of games. Be hydrated, right? Don't be that guy cramping and gotta come out, or girl cramping. That slows you down and can kill your focus, and put you at risk for injury. So remember, the best athletes don't just train hard, they hydrate smart. Because at the end of the day, water wins games. Thank you for listening to Coach Mac's Playbook. Be sure to subscribe, share this episode with teammates, and keep chasing peak performance. I'll catch you on the next episode. Everyone have a good night and good day. Stay hydrated.